me the chair next to you. I'm going to
Cello
pop my leg on
is
it.
mellow. Whoa.
What?
Pass me the chair next to you.
Oh, it's good to be here.
It's supposed to elevate the leg. So just yeah, this. Hold over here. Sorry.
Understood.
Thank you so much.
Love is a river flowing free. It carries you and it carries me. Keeps us afloat when the tides get rough. Takes just a little and that's more than enough to help the wind come up and fill our empty sails. Set us back on course after all else fails. Love brings me back to you when we drift apart. Knows the ins and outs of the pathways of my heart. Washed up on a riverbank, my soul was parched and dry. Watching in the distance your love passing me by. Till your whirlpool undertow, it's pulling me right back in. Caught up in your overflow, and I know it's sink or swim. The current's moving fast, right in these twists and turns. Gonna reach your loving arms before this bridge is burned. Love brings me back to you when we drift apart. Knows the ups and downs of the pathways of my heart. Love brings me back to you. was swept away. The river runs deeper, the river runs wider. The farther you go, the further you find her. Down in the valleys, carving through mountains, bathe in her waters and drink from her fountain. Love brings me back to you. Love brings me back. Love brings me back to you. Love brings me back. Love brings me back. Love brings me back. Love brings me back to you. Love brings me back. And I remember when we used to sit in the government yard in Trench Town. And then Georgie would make the firelight as it was Longwood burning through the night. Yeah. Good friends we have lost along the way. Yeah. In this great future, we can't forget our past. So dry our tears, I say, while I'm gone, everything's gonna be alright. 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 I said everything gonna be everything. Love brings me back to you. Love brings me back. Love brings me back to you. Love brings me back. Love brings me back. Love brings me back. Love brings me back to you. Thank you so much. What a treat. This is some of the most famous and integrity is, that's a new word. Some of my most favorite musicians I get to play with. This is Doug Harman on the cello.
Thank you so much. That'd be very nice to be here.
And on my left, Ken Emerson on the lap steel. And all the way from Baltimore. He lives out here in California now. Who knew? Mookie Siegel on the keyboards.
Yeah!
And what a treat to have the special guest tonight, Joe Craven from Dixie. You know that Joe and his wife Pam, they have Ruth Hollers. We've been out there, my brother Chris and I have been out there with Ken. What a fantastic brewery and farm. So I hope to see that again. I guess you might be out there. Some of you have been there. Anyway, what a treat. What a treat to have Joe.